spring to you.
Yes, it definitely feels like spring right now.
Glorious
It's so
today.
nice.
It really is. Now this, my gosh, I can't believe this is under $100. It's so light and compact, I noticed.
It really is awesome. And you said first time that we have the American Lawnmower Company here at HSN. Now, you probably don't know this, but the American Lawnmower Company, they are the company that brings us Earthwise as well. Yeah, they've been around forever. Actually, it even tells you right there, established in 1895. So they have done millions and millions of lawnmowers. But this one, I was amazed, just like you. So very compact, easy to use, and it is electric. But before I do anything else, I just want to make a good strip through this grass so you can see how this lightweight, electrically powered lawnmower does
really
such a great. Yeah, that's some pretty tall grass, and I was blown away at what this can do. So let's just do like that little strip right there. And I also noticed that the grass was still a little wet out here. It does a great job. We have 5 different height settings you can see on there. So I have it at the highest setting. It'll go from about 1 inch height and up to 2.5 inches. But look at that, this is some very tall grass. And this is our heavy, you know, our St. Augustine grass down here. Yeah, and it can be difficult for some lawnmowers to take care of. This does such a great job. Small, it's very small and compact. 14-inch wide path. And you can see we have a compact blade down there, but it does such a great job. I was really impressed. Because you think small, you think compact, you're thinking, well, it's not gonna be able to handle the grass that's growing on my yard. This can do it. So medium to small yards, this is gonna be perfect. And why is it gonna be perfect? You were talking a little bit about it with Justin. We're not gonna have to deal with gas. We're not gonna have to deal with oil. Or, you know, what I spent the majority of my teenage years doing, which is I had one foot on the lawnmower and the other foot pulling and trying to get that mower started. Especially if it's gonna be your first time mowing the lawn and you had that gas-powered mower sitting for an entire year. That's the worst part. This one's gonna start every time. You're gonna add your extension cord, just like we do with many of the Earthwise items that we have, and it is going to go for you.
So is it a touch button? Like
So again, safety is a big part of what we're doing, especially with a lawnmower. So I've added our extension cord. We have the start button on the side. So I push that start button, nothing happens. Here's what I do, I squeeze that bail arm. So now 2 hands on that bail arm. At any point I let go, the mower's gonna stop. Again, safety is important. So if I go back to that bail arm, it doesn't start. But again, just hold that button down, you squeeze that.
So the other thing that I love about this, Peter, is that you can let the grass become its own mulch and kind of refertilize the lawn behind. Or you can use the bag that does come with the purchase to create, you know, a container to be able to dump it.
Yeah, so you and I were discussing that it does a great job. So I have the bag on here right now.
That smells good.
What's cool about this is the bag is so easy to use, so easy to empty. But it's also gonna tell you when the bag is full. So I've been mowing a little bit before we got out here because I actually wanted to get that full, but it's not full yet. But what's cool about this is there's an indicator on the back right here. Might be hard for us to see. I'll turn it around a little bit. So right here, there's a little flap right here. So this is telling you that as long as this is out, because there's getting some airflow through there, it's moving out, that means it's not full. But as soon as it's slammed shut, no more airflow, it means your bag is full. So we don't even have to wait for that. I wanna show you this. Handle on top, super easy to empty. Basically, I grab that handle, I pull that out, and there you have it. So you can see we have a hard top and then a soft bottom. I remember when the bags, as soon as you touched them, they would completely fall apart. There was no way to carry it. Here, there really is, because you have that hard top with that handle. And again, I'll just, you know what, I'll put it right here where we already mowed. And you can just pour that into the trash can. I mean, and look at that. That is pretty neat. It is that easy to empty it out into the trash can. And then going back to this, actually, you know what? I'll show you how easy it is to put back on, because I want you to see that. So I just lift that, and there's 2 little hooks on either side right there, and they're just gonna hook right in there. That's it.
That's it?
It hooks up on there and you're set to go. Now, to take it off again, we take that off, and that just flops down perfectly, spring loaded right there. Now we can use the mower just like this.
I was just gonna ask you that.
This is how it's going to mulch as well. So 2-in-1, you can decide to use the bag or you can decide to mulch.
Got it.
You wanna hold it? You can hold it. There you go, thanks. And so now I can just start that up again. Same thing, and I was impressed with this mulching as well. I mean, honestly, you barely notice a difference at all, but it's doing such a great job at cutting that grass that it just falls right down into your lawn.
You know what? Now, this is so smart. I don't have a very big yard. And I have somebody do it every month for me, and I pay this much a month. And he comes every other week in the winters because it doesn't grow very fast.
Exactly.
I feel like what a great investment. I could pay for this in no time at all.
It really does. I mean, and look at that. The cut is fantastic. And again, this was cut using the bag. This was cut mulching.
Nice.
Not a huge difference. But here's what I always suggest. When the lawn is this long, and it's the beginning of the season, I would go with the bag. Use the bag. But then every week when you're cutting the grass, I would think you'd be okay, especially here in Florida, without the bag. And you can mulch that. It makes it quicker. It makes it easier. But the great thing about this is you're going to go out to your lawnmower, 21 pounds, you're gonna bring it out, you're gonna plug it in, it's gonna start immediately.
Yeah.
You're not gonna have to put gas in there, you're not gonna have to put oil in there. So simple. You know, I was reading about electric compared to the gas. Americans waste, this is amazing, millions of gallons of gas a year just putting gas into their lawn equipment.
What?
Spilling all the gas as you're trying to fill up your lawnmower, trying to fill up all your gas, you know, garden tools.
No gas required.
Exactly.
No
so you never have to
oil.
store gas. You don't have to mix the gas and the oil. And most importantly, it starts and it runs, and you're not going to lose any of that power. This is going to do a great job for you. And again, I think medium to small, you're going to love it.
That's exactly right. By the way, it does come with a full 2-year warranty. And for something that's, I mean, it's a lawnmower, and we're still only charging $7.50 to ship. Plus, it's on FlexPay, so it's $24.99 to get delivery. Your first payment will include your tax and your shipping. And then you just pay a little bit, like another $24.99 next month and the following month. I mean, before summer is really even here, you have paid for this puppy, and you will love not having, well, hopefully you don't have to have a service. And if you do, maybe you can cancel them. And maybe your kids can get involved in helping you do some of the outdoor, you know, work.
Do you notice that I'm using one hand while I'm doing this? I just noticed I have one hand on the cord. It is so easy to maneuver. You know, we're saying it weighs 21 pounds, but when you're moving this around and pushing it, it is so simple and easy.
I'm gonna help you.
Do it, Cal.
Oh, there's nothing better than the smell of freshly cut
I mean,
grass.
look at that. I've been actually so impressed by how great this lawn looks. This is very high grass, and it is tackling it really easily.
Nice.
You know, I'm gonna put the bag back on mine. Isn't that neat how as soon as you start it up, it's ready to go. You let go of that handle and it's done. Putting the bag back on or not using the bag.
There's something about this that brings back my childhood. I don't know what it is.
Right.
The smell of grass just feels so good, and being out there. I'm a nature girl. I just love being as close to the earth as I can. And again, you're buying this, you own it forever. We have, I think, 400 available. This is the brand launch of American Lawnmower at HSN, made by Earthwise. It comes with a 2-year warranty. There's a teeny bit, like a few minutes of assembly when it comes to you.
Yeah, I'll show you some of that. Basically, you're going to assemble the handle. Now, the handle is fully adjustable, so you can make it a little higher, you can make it lower, you can make it shorter, you can make it longer right here.
Nice.
But that's basically all you're going to do is add that handle, and you're set to go. So again, you can adjust it here, you can adjust it up and down here, just so it's convenient. So no matter who's pushing this lawnmower, you don't have to be big and strong, that is for sure. You can do this. And then up here is where you can adjust the height. So I know, you know, a lot of people like to cut that grass really nice and short when the grass is growing in and you're watering it a lot and it looks fantastic, you know, like a golf course would look. You can do that from 1 inch all the way up to 2.5 inches, and all you're doing is pulling that out.
Oh, nice.
And adjusting it back and forth. You only have to make the adjustment on the one wheel, and it does the other side, and you are set to go. So simple to use.
I love how compact it is. It's not this big, huge thing that's going to take up half your garage. It's 14 inches, so it's compact that way.
Right.
Longer in this direction, and it's only 21 pounds. That's nothing for a lawnmower. Usually those are like 4 times that, or 3 times that weight.
Yeah, and there's a handle here as well.
Oh, look at that.
So you can pick it up from that handle, and then the matching handle that goes on the bag when you're using that, with or without the bag. But the most impressive thing really becomes this cut. You are losing nothing. You know, you think when you're giving up the gas, you know, we used to think about, oh, it's electric, it's not gonna have the kind of power. But these days, when we're plugging something in, we're getting all the power we need. I mean, obviously you're not gonna use this if you have acres and acres or you have a golf course, but for your medium to small lawn that you can go out there every day, an early Saturday or Sunday morning, and get it done quickly, this is exactly what you want. And you're giving up nothing except the hassle of the gas and the oil and trying to start that lawnmower.
And like you said, that whole like priming it after it's been sitting in a cold garage all winter long.
It's so true.
Those days are gone. Not to mention, it's not a no name. Like American Lawnmower, they've been around since 1890s.
1895. Again, they have sold millions and millions of lawnmowers, and they know what they're doing. So again, we've created a small, compact, easy to use electric lawnmower. All you're doing is adding that extension cord. but it does the job. It has a 14-inch blade. It works, and that's the big thing. So again, I'm so happy that we have longer grass out here. The grass is really starting to grow.